Hey everybody, what's up? I finally have picked up a knife with the money that I got from selling the chair. If you haven't seen the video already, check out my video about trading a leather chair for a folding knife. I found a chair downstairs in the laundry room of my building, brought it upstairs, took some pictures, put it up on Craigslist, sold it for $100. I was super happy with myself for doing that. It's basically just free money. Like, what can you say about that other than, you know, woohoo? And, you know, I could have done something very responsible with that money, you know, pay some bills or whatever, but I decided to pick myself up a new knife, and you're looking at it right now. So, why did I choose this knife instead of some others? I've been looking at, you know, cold steel for a while now. I've found a few of their designs particularly attractive. In particular, the AK-47, the American Lawman, and the Recon 1. I looked at all three when I was in the store, and I kind of want to buy all of them now, but you know, one thing at a time. So I decided on the Recon 1 because I kind of like larger blades for EDC, and just generally speaking, because they sort of give you the potential to defend yourself with, whereas a smaller knife with a really tiny blade doesn't give you that. You know, if you're just opening an envelope or something, a small blade will do the trick, no question. But you know, this blade can span something like a larger piece of food or whatever. It's more bigger blade, more capabilities. And the wonderful thing about this knife is that inside there are no steel liners, and you know, you can't bend this handle. It's a really strong handle. It's amazing. So I am super happy with this knife, you know. The reason that I waited so long to pick it up really is because I read all these stories online, or I watched all these reviews of people saying that they needed to like excessively mod the blade for various reasons. And I think that those reasons are legitimate, you know, but everybody's familiar with that JB Weld, you know, pocket clip mod. That seems like very involved to me. I tried wearing it just for a few days, or well, not maybe 1 or 2 days, without doing anything to it. But then I took off the clip, I taped it off, and just slightly sanded the G10 under the clip. And it's really like indistinguishable. Like, you probably can't see anything that looks different. And that's all it took to fix it. Like, I didn't need to do JB Weld or any of this like excessive stuff that people do. It was really easy to fix. My pockets are fine. The knife carries well. The other issue that sort of made me hold off from buying it originally is that the finish, the Teflon coating, is going to chip off. And it is chipping a little bit. Like, it's wearing in a few various places here. You can see on the tip there, it's kind of blurry. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but right on the tip, it's like chipping off a little bit. Same thing on the top of the blade there. A little bit of chipping on the cutting surface, nothing so far, it still looks good. Yeah, overall it's holding up okay. On the back of the blade, like in the tang there, it's sort of wearing off a little bit where it touches the lock, and then same thing, like down here there's a little bit of wear on it. I feel kind of protective of this knife actually. I just think it looks so great the way it is. I really don't want that black finish to wear off, but I know it's eventually going to. So I haven't started beating on it yet. I just sort of wanted to carry it for a few days, and I have to say that it feels amazing in the hand. You know, the G10 is nice and warm. That's how it feels to me. Like, when I pick up this knife, it doesn't feel cold, despite the fact it's made by cold steel. It just feels like a nice, warm, comfortable knife. It fills the hand really well. It carries amazing. I'm able to open and close it one-handed very easily. I can actually snap it open fairly fast. You need some space to do that. I don't think I'll be able to do it well in front of the tripod. I'll do it off camera though. Nice and fast. And speaking of which, I'll just do this off camera so you can hear it. This thing locks open like a whip cracking. Like, listen to that. You know, the lockup is so solid and very satisfying. It's also amazing the potential of this knife really to go out and beat on it, you know, baton it and all this sort of stuff that we've all seen. I just think that's outstanding. But what I'm really surprised about is just how great it feels in the hand, how well it carries, and how light it is. Really, it feels like much lighter than it looks. So if you have never handled this knife, I definitely encourage you to do so. I do think I'll be in the market for more cold steel products in the near future. I've been watching a bit of their testing videos online, and if you've never seen them, just on YouTube, look up like cold steel just in the search bar, and you'll find these like incredible videos of them like stabbing through like the hoods of cars and like cutting pigs apart. Like the pigs are already dead, but you know, all this like crazy stuff, and slicing rope, and they make like baseball bats that you can drive over with cars and then they're fine afterwards, and they make like a war hammer that you can smash people like armor with, and all this really crazy stuff, honestly. And I guess I'm saying that I'm becoming a cold steel fan. I didn't really get it before I owned one of their products. It took me a while, but now I own one, and I definitely think I'll be getting more in the future. I'm very happy with what I've picked up here. So you know, dreams can come true. It could happen to you. You know, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and with a little bit of ingenuity and effort, I was able to pick up a really nice knife without really paying any money for it. Somebody else paid for it. But that's about it for now. I'll probably do like a more full review on this later when I've used it for a while and really develop some sort of, you know, impressions about it over time. But my initial impressions are very positive. Cold steel is awesome. Great knife.